Yeah, we are going to the next. We are talking about the financial aspect of it. That's the lack of it, and who the provider of it should be. As in, say, Befia, say, a housekeeping money, and the friendly chop money, and taking care of the kids or school fees and so on. The question is the lack of it and who the provider of it should be. So we want to take reverence, have reverence take on it. That what is the Bible stand on chop money? So chop money may can't be any chop money. And should it be a burden on one person or a shared responsibility in providing chop money for the family in our area? Amen. What is the Bible stand on chop money? Directing and yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
If you really read the Bible is very clear about the man taking care of the family. The Bible even says that if you are a deacon or a pastor or servant in the church and you cannot take care of your family, you are like an infidel.
Okay.
Or an unbeliever. Based on this scripture, say transem no and a Bible no hwehwe say be ma behwe na bushia. Okay. Back to your question, say why na say oye no meka se be ma no. But apart from that, it's still shared responsibility. Okay. The ratio might not be the same. Maybe it be a 50-50 and then maybe 5 also also 5. But be ma no and I say otiasie say eye madwuma.
Okay.
Oba no ye boafo. Nti wona wo ye wadwuma and obi be boa wo. Nti eduru bre bi ahoden kakra ode be ma wo ode be ba be boa bia you have to be thankful. Accept that responsibility, say this is me taking care of my family. Obviously the woman, and I'm saying the woman referring to Christian woman who believe in God. So that she will also know, say, and say me jai bibia abo mi raso and mi kunuso. If you say me so me yebuafo, and she has to also come in and support. But every Christian man should know that the greater part is on you. Coming from the Bible position.
For the Bible's perspective. Let's give Reverend a hand, please. So we are talking about managing conflicts in the Christian home. Yeah, catch up on your because it can also bring about conflicts. It can bring about conflict. So, Mami, I want your take on this one. So, what would you suggest are some of the best approaches or practical ways to handling financial issues in the Christian home in order to minimize conflict? And you say it's a bit me the conflict, but a bit me the so practical ways better a bit me manage conflict when it comes to this issue.
That's you say a nipa mienu and our said the Reverend Kain a bear man was said they say fee. Now Obano so free or no ye boafo. Na ebi wo hom po a na oba no sikasem no wo soro e chen be ma no enu nti de ehia pa ne se ye mienu ye beti ye ho ase na transparency abem nti se minim de wo gi a me ye budget a me hu se de mesi aye afa because bia na minim se me ko gi be 20,000 Ghana nti me ye budget na me ye na kese ba bia me hu se onye 20,000 o di be 2,000 me hu se de me ye budget na afa. And when say what say transparency ebem okunu ene yire obia hu obia ho odin ene de obia betime de aboa eba sa ebeboa na nya se bia oyiri ni musika semu okunu ni musika semu enti eba sa nipa ne te ho a ono ye azumi se wo obi se de akora bia nim se ne maame ne papa wusika sa na ti enu enti se ma nyema nyina mu ye fan a ebeboa.
Amen. I mean, sure. Let's clap for her. Malice, you have anything you want to share with us concerning practical ways of
practical ways? Any kind of chop money, dear. ebusunya biara ni the way they go about it. We can't give any fast rules. Say na monya, say na monya no. The ombeye bia onti ase beba no. Say na so fudi kan kai no. Be ma ne de e fa na ejina wo so. Na yenua e ma nso ya nkasa ye nso. Once ye nyate sapa na che say ya deda there be. Ye nso ye wo e chefa. Nti na ya din ya abase ye be boa. Nti wura ayi we na se wa wo hwe obi ho kro to make na nti wa hwe we mi di kodwoma ebe ye de owo no no nti na wo so ye boafo nti de na wo so se ye wo so fe kakra e support na ye so ho nti dia most of the time to kwani ayi eba ye aware mu na se chop money yie mu no we who say Mika expectations we exceed said so what manage year until we oba wonye obi a wo manage a time bia wo no matter how much be man de be ma ntokwa be ba montem until na wo say ye ko edwom no ene you know we should be able to be people who are wise. We should use wisdom. We should be able to manage. So kakra obenya amount when na wonya amount wo want me afa bi anka ho nti wo se wotumi ye edi eye bibi ma eboa ebusua no anase wo so de kakra ebeka ho e support nti yenka se be man ko na eyi nti no na wo obi o wo ni wo obi o ni bi o na kwan bi obefa so obeye nti ye fasa kwan so emma abaso fat mema eya ade papa emfa ho se ne tibia se ne etie he will always do it. Inti ejina yenso titru ya yesi ye a Christopher man no eboa kwan e be fa so e be manage kakra e wo fie no say ye e be boa nti no we should cut down. So of my maker I say we should budget well. Yes okọ bibia na wo to most of the time the ye a man so ye no ono kakra na de man no kramp was happen was oti boat. So we should stop it and more. At the end, so some person who nya profit. We have one man worrying for profit venture. So per profit, quite no kuno chop money now. They call your profit.
Okay.
Per bibi yeah na profit abaho so na into me more because near mama ye nyina ye nim. Enti kakra bi abema no na ho de betumi bia no. E was say yen so yentumi nyansa ne adwene ne ye anyame di maye no yentumi fa emmoa na efie asomnwe emrem but ye hwe market say na ye hwe top money ne dia and na enko ba bia ne so be ma he na onkofa emfree nti ye wose ye tumi boa ye wura no ye tumi boa ma efie bibia ekoso eda wan yi kura na wuyi na wo ya na ye den na so oyi na wo de be kan nanum one day which is wrong. Into my now you support anything we can do to help. Said yeah, obi enti and car and money come the main tree way higher tree way because the responsibilities need not school fees a hedge wage about chop money do a nicka cry ye na ye bedin so nini na ye ego so pamucho ye more your home modern now aspect way no enkofa nsem bebre emma ne mwa mama emma no mo ewu ntam enyaye amen.
Amen. Let's give a patron one kese man. Okay, you mentioned profit. Lawyer, I want your take on this one. Minim say nipa minu ba say one better company. There's something we call shares or something. You are sent to be corrected. Omo etna say so maybe we 550, maybe 540. Our rest of the minim say yes sanity. But mostly now I've heard cases are if the marriage breaks or is be divorced, then Oma can well to boom na Oma can say maybe percentage we encore or ban ho, na percentage we soon call be man ho. So how is it? How does it apply legally? Because I want to confused.
Okay. I mean, kaka cramfa chop money no more.
Okay.
Me binti. There's one interesting thing about the law when it comes to Edidisika.
Okay.
One interesting thing about the law when it comes to Edidisika. Mrase se wo de car yamfa untum. So would you be car and your police case? Police to me found too.
Okay.
If you say a county, ye do metia an hour Japadebia, court to Maginian tona. Minim said to that police for a car dynam the room near Dintisano. Basically, we are my phone, my friend, maybe I said, as a case on my very portrait, my client, a castle. Now, modern car. Because you were one freeze, police, among your death recovery.
Okay.
Enti, obet me a danda na so a fraud, and ye canon a fraud now quite the honey, but you can't run or move. Now, me make a point to say, oh, the car generally, and your police are seven found too. But a bed is the car, I'm not saying yet to me do too. Yes, maintenance. Maintenance and quane a car, a nice car went to ya, and Rama can say, I'm found cotton.
Okay.
Enti, who said, women empowerment, as a man, usually, or more, it drew some person or more as our animatia. We are quite to me, my uncle to name is as oh, now can you or the madden.
Much of money.
So, enti, Bill 207, and yes, I hear Domestic Violence Act. Now, interestingly, abuses be na emra etiano, physical abuse, sexual abuse, or let's say, we do baby or say economic abuse. Our random Domestic Violence Act of 207.
Okay.
Domestic economic abuse. No, actually, economic abuse, no more say, and Domestic Violence Act, Nankasa, say, do member benefiting. Which a typical now, yes, our law, we particularly for women and children.
Okay.
The am one who said this law is particularly for women and children. And can't say, my boy, I want to make a report, but they are said for women and children. To a can abuse now, and find abuse, man, and Quadana, and do baby or say economic abuse. What you say, no, say, as I say, and Quadana will be on entitled to, and now one will be entitled to, which will include food.
Okay.
Which will include accommodation, which will, shelter, clothing, and they are entitled to it by law. It is a one farm, man, and now what threaten is oh, yes, serious, I mean, farm, just the threat of it, it's Yamra.
Okay.
What the man pronounce that so, why you say, I mean, farm, man, it appears say a copy if you other countries, because, of course, I'm not expecting any woman to go and say, what threaten me, say, oh, my median, in TB, I'm watching into man, and I say, Bibisa. But that is the law. It's me, say, the law itself recognizes the need for chop money and maintenance to be regularly paid.
Okay.
But because as also said, our various homes must be guided by, we should be on case by case basis. What mean for be feared there, and this will be feared there, as you shall there.
Okay.
There's this story I know we catch a mere waka, but we try and short us you. Obi kunu ba afie na yere ni kunu ba afie na yere say wo de wonya yi kra wonya romantic kra ko he Mr. Ayi oni ne yere omo ko work awo area no manwumre omo frias omo ko work kama afi me san ko kra candle light di na omo so candle na omo didi kama ana ko na dan fo no say mi so say na wa ma me ho akiri mu ofie o ye so wo ye work no say o nya work o na me car na say Dinam me here nante efra sorry na kofi because na candle lighters sika cement nyantua me light ani abedum no na ye de candle edi djuma atwe adwon sisi se enye de ohun nyina ene te se de te no eti no we need to much as bibi ye desirable emna hwe se obetua chop money ni ade no yen hwe no on case by case basis say bia wo fie de say na betimia ye say na betimia me say yes ah e dey asomdwe bebre beba.
Okay.
Now to the issue of our ye check profit ne sanema no usually I apply wo bra our jayaba.
Okay.
Unse enya say bia me na me rate wo no na ye check say o media o mu 60 udi o mu 40 ana ene de anante sa de mra ka mo ne say while mo ye our for no mo nyina wo equal access to property a yemu mienu mu dia.
Okay.
Equal access to property a yemu mienu mu dia. Ne mu dia ne fa ne se bibia amaware number 1 no. Bibia amaware ansa na mu nya no. Se me kra na nyame ya madome bia matoka 1 na 2 a. Emra fa ne say because it was acquired during the pendency of the marriage na emu mienu nyina mu dia. Okay. Enti or say mu nyina should have equal access to it. Ebia dan the two of you should ultimately can say wo mam bi because me nko na me see the presumption of the law is so mu wo ho na aware no time na wo kra wo see you say on still you must have equal access to it. Okay. Sharing percentage ni there eba wo bra aware gya ya ba ese se obi ko enti ese se onya ne there na ode ko. Okay. Se me kire ho no kakra. Okay, se aware gya ya ne ba I'm ready can hear say properties are moving in a 50-50. Udi can find a sa. Udi can find a sa say 50-50. The O once and our neighbor no enka home. As our end starting there, no bano, and then tiho, and amunya, a dime we are now, sassy we are now, say a car we are now. Our rejaya bar, I'm not the can say 50-50. Name mum. So who bet me actually say, my contribution woman, as so chime, my wife contribution there. Court no. See, I was on the 2 minute command judge. Courts no be abeka to make say okay, and ye nya 50-50, ye nya 60-40, and I say ebi ye nya 70-30, depending on the contribution of the parties. And a court no be chere say, and we emphasize, I will emphasize, but until some of can't mo asema me hu say, wo boa chen we no 50-50, be chemu pepepe amam. Now, first na contribution no you find say okay, wo oba wo so contribute ya. Of our receipt brand and cement to draw toy. But over the period, you say no, and your contribution quite a financial contribution. It's in an assistance. See, I'll say, Oba senior mamawa. And Kaukofa laundry manner. And Kawi Chanaka.
Okay.
Now, Sakabama laundry man 100. 100, no. Abano sees can also 1 man 100 until 100 and a toss cement. And Kaukofa cooker, Kauna Diana, Busumbia, Abama maybe 1,000. One kofa cook, a man with 1,000 torch and die. 1,000 now more by no Diana. It's only contribution is 1,000 now. Akoto says, it's your shared contribution, you know, now not only financial. Makoka some cover receipt of cement or toy by near here. It's your baby, sir. It's your bar or see Nyama or bar or no Diana or bar or you say. In fact, and Namunina come home. Cotton Behenin and Wakase, and yet 50-50. Okay. And I say, we're there on Redian about Sinyama. Maybe our Berman the receipts by said we can be on the Namako laundry. It's maybe I'm there 60-40, 70-30. But San Chimuno applies only where there is divorce.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's give him a hand of applause. Let's give him. In there, Kenya, we are talking about managing conflicts in the Christian home. Me person my audience no any opportunity. We have person here. They are discussing. We've talked about communication. Talked about financial. Okay, I've seen some hands at the back. Okay, Brother Joshua.
Amen.
Amen.
Adia krabi na me pese make. Me gidi se asore ha enye obia ana ete brofo. It's not everybody can speak English. It's not everybody can read. So I'm appealing. Sometimes if there is a program like this or other programs, if it can be a voicemail into the main platform, so that people that cannot read and people that cannot speak English can also understand certain things about the church or the activities. I believe today somebody will be here, the wife will not be here. The husband, the wife is here, the husband is not there. So you should let communication should be key, so that if there is any time that we have such programs, it will be good for all of us. My second this is that our mother, Sofumami, said the man is a head for the family. Yes, it's true. But because of our own laws, that what a man can do, a woman can also do. Better, even better than the man. That is what is killing us. So now, if you go to some certain marriages, even if it comes to waste, the man cannot get there to stand, neither to talk of head. So a lot of problem is going on, that laws that we are copying it somewhere and we are adding it to our laws. That is what is killing us now. If it comes to, I know a man, they was having a store, but the woman have money than the man. I can say the man was struggling. But if you come to chop money, he said, say, I say, oh, my chop money. Say, and then I won't talk to you. Until me, then, I won't talk to me. You understand? And the man was dying because of chop money. The woman's are not helping. So these are some of the things that is happening. So you think that if we talk of communication, and this man get to the house, can this man have something to say, like communication? What is he going to talk with the wife? No discussing, because already what you are doing to him is something that is not good. So this is some of the things that are going on marriages that is not. In fact, now I can say a lot of men are struggling. If you go to sometimes marriage houses, you can see that the woman have family, the woman family is there, but the man family is not there. Because the woman will not allow the man family to come in. So this is some of the things. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Daniel.
Pacho kakana mpesa medeka akomuma de no ho. Akomuma ayade a ema aware bebre esei. Nti afutu a mede be ma e papa no mo se Awurade boa na se oware a we must teach our wives to fish. Sani ebeya omo ebegyina yeso da ne se ade ba ko etimi boa pa ne se obemas wayiri sika kese bi a ode be ye adwuma ode be kokwan so sani ebeya ohia bibia she can take care of herself anytime bia ombegyina wo so eno be boa ma aware na gina ana de to so mi yesu tu ni so no se oba bi wo ho ase oware wi a ne na fofo nyina ye ema omo nware ye omutu omo fo bone se nti okunu ma o sei na wote ho nti se Awurade boa na se ye ware wi a ye ma empenimfo a homa ware enye ye na fofo enye wo ma omo nware nyame nhira mo pa.
Amen. Amen. I'm not saying worry, but experience, but okay, Mr. Fluffy.
Thank you. So far, so good. I think that naturally, every man feels satisfied if he's able to take care of his home. Naturally, it is the pride of every man that he is able to provide for the family. However, there are certain times in our lives things don't go the way you plan them. And so financially, the man may not be sound. And just as Sofumami said, that is the time you expect that your spouse would come in to support. There are a few instances where the man is really well to do, but is being influenced from outside. Maybe family pressure from the outside, pushing him to invest in some other thing rather than the direct family. Those are exceptions. But I'm saying that naturally, every man feels proud and satisfied that I am able to take care of my family because it's a God-given responsibility. We have a few who are lazy. We'll call them the exception. They can wake up, do nothing at all, but expect food on the table because they have seen their partners to be industrious. And so they take undue advantage of that. Those are exceptions. But for every man, once you make the effort, no matter how little you bring home, if your wife knows, again, it comes to the transparency Sofomami talk about, that this is how far you are struggling, they appreciate the very little you bring home. And all of this brings about peace in the house, in the home. Now, we are looking at it from the perspective of a Christian home. And so there are certain vices we don't expect the man to engage in, like lottery, gambling, chasing other women, going to discos, wasting resources. So if I am a true Christian and I'm avoiding all of this, then the little income I get should be able to take care of the basic needs of the family. And so I'm just saying that here the issue of chop money, many a time it's become a topical issue on most radio stations between 1 and 3 p.m. You listen in and it's like, and then sometimes when the man narrates his side of the story, say, because if he's a mason or an artisan, until he's hired to do anything, he doesn't get money. And so there are certain times he goes and he goes roaming, looking out for construction work he doesn't get, and he comes home. The family must eat. The question is, as a spouse, what were you doing to support him? And so it's a union. Yes, the greater responsibility is supposed to come from the man. But where he's putting in all the effort, he's not succeeding. What are you also doing as a spouse to push him so that we have a comfortable home at the end of the day? Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause. Okay. Please, Dr. Miyaza at the back, can we give it to him?
Yo, Medase, I think the little that I've not heard is the cultural context of marriage when it comes to money. In our culture, if you are married, mostly it is expected that when the woman incurs any debt or loss, when the woman gets anything profitable, more money, it is for the woman and the family. Even Omoka say, when you are there on family fee, or Boka, who said also, Obemano. And so, many women take this to the extent, say Beman is struggling, even if the woman is working. When I hear Beman. And at times we hear this. The woman knows that the man has no money at this time of the month. And this goes on to the point that, say, if the man is even buying a plot of land, Obana say, Ayawajuma, or sit down, or Ayawajuma, or to me, 4-room be cravia. Hey, wait, dear mamma, Miko family papa, no magic 2-room in Tinamwe. You see. So, and this goes on. Me, what I think is that marriage is like school. The husband or the man is a teacher, and the wife is a student. When you turn it the other, Obi say, hey, I've not finished, you say, hey. The man is a teacher and the wife is a student. On the other side, the wife is a teacher and the man is also a student. And to what I mean, say, unfortunately, we don't learn from ourselves because we've put ourselves together and we base our practice on expectation and assumption. Obia can say, hey, ukunu ye accountant in the Owoska. And you yourself, you know, say, Sika ukunu di ba fie. Etomako, entonchene. So it will need something to be supplemented. And then you base it on that assumption. So it goes on, and we also learn from our parents. Because I've heard Obi Aoka say, me yire can say, and that is what we are doing. Me fear nyansa wo mo say. Then we know why yo asama Aoka was why wajimu. You see. So if you look at this, it really eats more into the men and sometimes also into the women. And what I have seen, say memano, say asam no yet bebre na say Christian values or no ethics principles and other principles anya juma obehwe no adwane frifie. And I say otena ho so a when they say, hey, ukuna twahwe o ye no ko konfa no che obeko na onhumi biu until we should see how we will do so that at least we'll release some of these stress on each of us, on the man or on the woman. Yes, sir. Ebedu baby, yebeko so adena wo pa kofi no obehwe na ukuna gya o mfimfini ho baby obeko na onhumi biu, the man is dead.
Okay. Let's give him a hand of applause.